the Idlib region is very bad. We've seen the regime and the allies advancing at a very rapid pace towards Abu Dhabi Air Base. There's been very intense airstrikes. We're getting so many displaced people from the northeast of Hama, south of Aleppo, and everyone is flooding into the Idlib region. This place is smashed, bro. Had a very hard time. Just don't pop the tires anywhere around here. Just watch out for any pins and that.
Oh man,
what's wrong? That's the airport there. Yeah, that's the. For us doctors, it's become very dangerous now. Hospitals are being bombed at a very rapid rate. Especially in the south of Idlib region, northeast of Hama region. You know, I don't think there's even any functioning hospitals left in that area. By far, this is some of the most dangerous journeys I've had to do. We are now in Hama, somewhere near some of the front lines. And ideally, I don't like driving at night time for a number of reasons. But as it gets dark around 4 o'clock now in Syria, so it means we're having to do some of these journeys at night. But you look around me, it's all deserts. This is the problem with Hama, it's all deserts. So at night time, you don't know what is what, and everything looks the same. So we do have to use navigation. We have to use like GPS maps, offline maps and that to get around. As you see, my co-pilot next to me is navigating me on a map. I'll just show you that. Okay, we've nearly reached the location we're operating from. So there is one medical hospital we're working from. Sadly, I think all of the staff that used to work at the hospital have left of fear of the regime advancing on these areas. So it leaves us with our advanced trauma team to take over this providing service in this area. So that's the situation right here now in Hama. What you see behind me is, hold on, I meant to record. I don't know where this plane is, but it's very loud. Oh, there it is. Okay, شوف. So this is Hama right now. Non-stop planes. One just there, see. That's the second one I've seen in about the past few minutes. I think there's two above us right now. Single here, as you can see around me. It's all deserts and clusters of houses. We're operating from quite a big hospital here. All the staff actually have left this hospital, so we've come in and taken over and replacing the staff. Very dangerous. We're getting, like yesterday we had about 15 to 20 casualties from these airstrikes and from the front lines. There's some fierce attacks taking place from the regime as well as ISIS. Most of our casualties sadly are coming from the attacks by ISIS. You move more to the right. Is that okay? Is that okay? Bro, there's planes coming again and again and again, man. Hurry up, bro, man. It's scaring me, man. That's like the third plane in the last minute. These guys have got me positioning a security camera. It's positioning a positioning a security camera.
Try a touch lower, tiny bit lower.
Okay, I can't do tiny bit lower. I can't do tiny bit lower.
Okay, then that's enough to be. If you can't do tiny bit, that's enough to be.
Yeah, okay. The reason for this security camera is we have had threats from ISIS that they will attack this hospital because we are treating frontline fighters.
Go down and come.
Of course we're treating frontline fighters because we treat anyone and everyone. That's our duty as doctors. But there has been threats made against this medical facility, which means we've had to be more on alert. So now not only do we have to be alert from attacks from the regime and their aircraft, like the third one above me in the last few minutes, but also now we're worried that the sleeper cells here we have from ISIS will attack us. Okay, you can see I don't have much experience with this. I'll just run back in. Appears to be a very busy day here today in northeastern Hama. As you can see, there's operation after operation, laparotomy after laparotomy. It appears that the group known as ISIS are attacking these areas. Not only the regime are advancing from northeastern Hama, but also ISIS. There are reports that the regime is evacuating people from Deir ez-Zor and sending them into the Idlib region to attack. So we're seeing a very fierce attack coming this way. Loads of injuries. Not only from the airstrikes, but also from the front lines, from the ISIS attacks. You can actually see the end of the rainbow, and both ends of the rainbow are in Syria. And what did they say about the end of the rainbow? That's where the gold is, huh? Shall we go hunting for gold? In Britannia we have this saying. Yeah. The last time you saw two rainbows side by side. Look, can you see it? When I started training as a war surgeon, I did not expect that I would have to ready myself for this situation. Today, overnight, ISIS made a big advance, and they're just around the corner to this hospital where we're operating from. We've been given instructions to evacuate this facility. It's no longer safe for us to operate from this hospital. Now the difficulty is the next hospital is about an hour 45 minutes drive from here. The instructions we've been given is to not leave anything behind, so that the people that will take over this territory are not able to benefit from anything.
Now we're moving this. Wait, you should take this.
We don't want to leave anything behind. You can see guys are loading as much as they can into the car, so that nothing is left for the people. Okay. So what you're seeing is first of a kind. We're inside what is a mobile hospital. Well, it's actually a mobile operation room, one of a kind. The terrain we're operating in, the situation we're in, means that medical facilities are always being targeted. This kind of facility gives us the ability to move around location to location without being detected. It's a very small, relatively small van, but it's big enough for us to do operations in. You see here, this is the stretchers we're using to do the operation on. It's good enough for laparotomies. We've got our table. Of course, everything's been secured right now because we're going to be moving into position. As you see behind me, we've got our heaters. It's freezing cold right here. We've got a proper operation room light. This is fitted onto the roof. Got a proper anesthetic machine, full on anesthetic machine with vaporizers. We've even got our own air compressor that's compressing the air, as well as oxygen in cylinders. Everything is equipped, including a cutlery as well as diathermy, the defibrillator. This car is fully equipped. If you want to help us with vehicles like this, not finished on the tour yet, but we could do a better job with the wiring. Anyway, I'll get the guys to secure these wires up. It has got air conditioning for the summer and heating for the winter. All drugs arranged in these drawers on the move, all secured, anesthetic drugs. You can see, so everything is tied down. So when the car's moving, that everything don't go everywhere. All these drawers are fully loaded, and here with all the surgical instruments, gowns, everything. We sterilize. We even have a sterilizing device to sterilize the instruments. We're using Sidex as well. We also have this vehicle, which is now getting prepared to become the second operation room. So this car here will act as our backup supply vehicle. It has all supplies for us to do our emergency operations and emergency treatment for up to 50 to 100 patients. The color of the car is very important. We have to try to match it to the surrounding. This particular terrain is a desert terrain where we're going to be operating from. For the mud, we've tried to match it to the exact color of where we're going to be operating from. You can see both the colors are ready. It's important to get the color right. We're trying to mix different kind of muds to get the color right. The thing in Hama is, the mud is very light. I think this color's wrong. It's too dark, man.
How you made it too dark?
No, I'm Khalid made it too dark, man.
Abu Khalid, just do the back, man. Yo.
في ربوع المجد كنا نرفع النصر المبين ونعيد الحق إن عبد رب العالمين. في ربوع المجد كنا نرفع النصر المبين ونعيد الحق إن عبد رب العالمين. كلنا عون الإله يا إله العالمين. كلنا عون الإله يا إله العالمين. مغيب الشمس يا أمي بجانب تلنا الأخضر أنا وعدت أصحابي هناك الموعد الأكرم. مغيب الشمس يا أمي بجانب تلنا الأخضر أنا وعدت أصحابي هناك الموعد الأكرم. إذا جاء النداء قيل حي على الفلاح نداء الحق لبيت ولربي أصغيت. تركت الجاهلية تركت الجاهلية تركت الجاهلية تركت الجاهلية. المجد كنا نرفع النصر.
We seem to have made a mistake. The mistake we've made is we've got the wrong color of mud for this terrain in Hama. You see? So it does stand out like a sore thumb. This mud is from Idlib and we're now in Hama. So we're gonna have to remud this. Yo bro, wrong house, next one, keep going. Go around that way, go to the other house. So we're gonna have to remud this car. Say what? What did you say?
Which house? The house on the left?
The one above, just behind that one. The colour of that vehicle behind me is the right colour. You see, from far it can be camouflage. Whereas this one is just totally the wrong colour. The objective is to have this car hidden under this roof, and we've got this wall around it. This is a very difficult terrain to work from. This is all a desert. So in a desert terrain, you can see it's a nightmare for us medics to work out. But alhamdulillah, we devised a plan for us to be able to continue our work as doctors when the front lines are shifting every day.
Stand well clear. Vehicle reversing. Stand well clear. Vehicle reversing.
Now we're trying to make sinks and stuff for sterilizing the instruments, put in drainage sinks. This is, as you can hear, Very dangerous location. A lot of bombing going on. In the middle of a desert.
Hey, give me this.
Okay, we're almost successful in making a drainage hole for the sink we need here to sterilize all our surgical equipment. Hey, Jade. Hey, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. So, this is doctors doing some plant plumbing. I'm not sure if you've seen this before. Maybe the first time. Alhamdulillah. We've got a working sink for us to be able to wash all our surgical instruments. We're going to fit a hairdryer, and we've also got autoclave. So this will allow us to, after surgeries, to wash all our instruments, dry them, put them in the autoclave.
Give me the...
So what you see above me there, this is a UV sterilization lamp. So not only have we disinfected the floor, changed all the coverings, we're gonna just activate this UV sterilization lamp, which should sterilize this whole room. So here is us in the middle of a desert, activating a mobile hospital. We got the facility to sterilize and wash all our instruments. We've got a blood bank as well here. We've got a fridge. I think we're in a very good position to do emergency ward surgery. You know, the nearest hospital from here is about an hour 30 minutes. So you can imagine that, you know, this kind of facility is very important in this thing. People like this stuff. So now we've just started our sterilization of our mobile operation room. You see the UV light is on. It takes about an hour to sterilize this whole place. These special UV lights, they basically disinfect the whole room. So, you know, we are doing everything possible to reduce the risk of infection, which is very common in war surgery. We've also got very good quality antibiotics that we're giving all our patients as well. So this is what's left of our mobile hospital facility. It's been hit by some precision missiles. As you can see, the accuracy of this strike. I don't know what method they're using to identify us. We was only here about a week and a half. They've identified us exact location and hit us. We're definitely gonna have to learn from this mistake. I think we was here a few days too long. I think the new method has to be continuously moving. It can't stay in one place. Okay, the back of the mobile operation room is in acceptable shape. The machines will have to send it for repairs just to make sure none of our machines are damaged. I think we're gonna have to quickly try to get all this sorted and get back into operation. Just gonna check our blood bank. These are all our medical supplies. I would say about 40% of it is damaged. We're gonna try to salvage what we can from there and just check the machines. Okay, so here's the autoclave. Okay, we hope the autoclave will work. Where's the batteries? Akhi, where's the batteries? Okay, we need them back, Akhi. We will need them for the second location.
Inshallah, the generator and the batteries.
They will bring? What? They will bring for us? How about the blood? Okay. So here's the blood bank we got. The blood temperature. Maybe the blood will get damaged. Okay. So here we have a fridge to keep the blood. So blood in there. Let's just see the temperature. Oh, Allahu Akbar. Okay, the temperature is still 5 degrees. That's good. Let's see, 6. Okay, blood is still good. So the objective now is to salvage what we can from here and get out of here, relocate and set up again. We're not going to let them stop us. Our objective is to continue saving lives until we die, and that's what we'll continue to do. This kind of coward attack is not going to stop us. This roof looks very unsafe. See, this place is about to collapse. This was our sleeping quarters. See, it's totally destroyed. Happy to see that this survived. The chocolate spread. This ain't exactly Nutella. Yeah, Yani, he'll do the job. He survived. So now our work of salvaging what we can begins. I think we can salvage about 50% of the stuff. Alhamdulillah, the car is not too badly damaged. I'm sure we can get this back on the road within a week or two. We're going to try to take the car back, get that repaired. Within the next few weeks we should be back in operation with this car. We're not going to give up. We've salvaged what we can, as you can see behind me. Our objective is to go back, see what's still good, what's still sterile. Whatever we can reuse, we'll reuse, because our supplies are low to begin with anyway. What you see behind me is what defines what it is to be a medic in Syria. We can't use conventional hospitals because they're bombed. So we try these mobile facilities. They're also bombed. So we're running out of solutions here right now. How do we continue to save lives when we're always being targeted?